Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Jesby and we're back here today with another Animal Crossing build video. Oh, hi Axel. Today we're going to be building a library right outside of Aurora's house. I'll show you, it's over here. Yo, they literally just followed me over here. So this big white box was kind of like the boning for the library that I was planning on building. And right now it doesn't look anything like a library and it just looks like a big sterile white box. But today I'm going to be transforming it into a library so that hopefully Aurora has the library of her dreams right inside of her house. And just to sort of explain what I mean, if you come up the ladder that's on the side here, this is Aurora's house right here. So she lives right on top of the library. And at some point, once I finish Happy Home Paradise, I will be redecorating her house so that it looks like a library inside and she will be the librarian of the island. But for now, we shall just decorate the outside. So I think my game plan is going to be that I'm going to remove some of these wide display stands because I'm going to put a custom design on the little poster that's on the inside to look like windows. And then I'll come back once I have all of the windows placed and we can work on decorating. So I'll just grab this and I'll grab that. And then I'll have to grab all of the ones at the top as well. Okay, and I'll be back once I have all of these customized. Okay, so I customized all the wide display stands and I put these windows in them just so that it looks a little bit more like a building, and we'll place items on top of the wide display stand as well so that it's not just such a plain white blank building. I think that's nice. Okay, and then for the ones up here, before I place them properly, I'm going to place the items that I need inside of them. So for instance, I have some stacks of books and I also have these book stands that I thought would be cute. And then I'll push this in and over. And then I'll just do the one on the left side as well before I move on to the middle. And for this, I'll also just do a stack of books. But I think that I want the book spines to be facing the front. So I am going to try to do it like this. Okay, that's not really the spines. I think that I'd have to be on the other side in order to get it to work, but that is okay. We will just put a book stand and then we will get this moved over to the side. So for this one, I'm just going to be placing book stands and push it in. Okay, and now it looks like there's kind of like just little books sitting in the windowsill, which I think is cute, but I want to see how it looks once I put it down here. Okay, and on the sides here, I'm just going to be placing a stack of books on either side. This is Animal Crossing after all. It's okay if it's a little symmetrical. However, I want the spines to show of this one. So let me pull this out really quick. I think the spines will show from this angle. Okay, they do, but it's a little too far over. I want it to be on the right. Perfect. Okay, and then just really quick, I'm gonna get rid of this tree because it's kind of in the way. While I'm doing that, I just kind of wanted to update you guys a little bit. Last week I mentioned that I had a family member in the hospital and I just want to let you guys know that they are now out of the hospital and they're doing well. They're at home and I just want to thank you guys all for the support. But with that being said, I had another family member in the hospital and that family member was my cat. I have two little void kittens named Junimo and Starfy, and they are 5-month-old kittens. And Junimo, the girl, she got spayed the week after we adopted them, but Starfy had to wait a little bit before he could get neutered. And he did fine. He's doing really well. He has pain meds, he has antibiotics, but his sister Junimo, she does not recognize him at all. She has a bunch of non-recognition aggression, which is super frustrating and scary because she just keeps attacking him. So we have to keep them in separate rooms right now, which makes life a little bit harder because they both have separation anxiety as well. So they both need to have someone in the room with them at all times or they will scream. And so I've had to be in one room with one cat while my husband is in the other room with the other cat. And it's meant that I haven't really been able to do much in my office where my husband has been holed up with the cat. So I'm actually filming this at nearly 2 in the morning because this is the only time that the office was free for me to film. But yeah, we're basically just going to take it one day at a time until Junimo stops attacking Starfy whenever she sees him. So I'm really hoping that that doesn't last too long because it makes me so sad to see them be so cold to each other. Like she literally doesn't even recognize him at all, which this happened a little bit after she got spayed, but they were so young that I think that they got over it a lot quicker. It's been over 24 hours now and they're still really, really mean. So I'm just really hoping that it doesn't last too long. And I'm really, really hoping that it actually doesn't last longer than this weekend, because today, the day that you're seeing this video, is actually my husband and I's 6-month wedding anniversary. So I was kind of hoping that maybe we could go out and celebrate something, maybe a nice dinner, but we can't really do that if the cats are still going to be fighting with each other, because if we leave them in separate rooms, they freak out. But if they're together, they beat each other up. So we'll see what ends up happening with that. But yeah, my husband and I are both gamers, and a little fun fact about us is that we actually got married at an arcade. Well, we didn't get married at an arcade, we had a reception at an arcade, but we rented out an entire arcade and we had our reception there. It's one of those arcades where you like pay to get in, but then everything is free, so you don't have to buy like tokens or anything. So all of our guests the whole day were just playing arcade games, and we even had our first dance on a Dance Dance Revolution machine, which was super fun. I've never really been one to want a super traditional wedding. We did have a somewhat traditional wedding because we got married in a church, but an arcade reception is not traditional in the slightest. But it was so fun. Some people didn't really like it, our non-gaming family and friends, but it wasn't really about them, it was about us. So it was a really, really good time, and I would 10 out of 10 do it again. But yeah, so I'm just placing down these decorative pillars here to kind of make the building feel a little bit more old and have a little bit more character to it. And as you can see, you can still see the books peeking out here through the window section. I might put some custom pathing underneath, but I don't know what pathing I would do. So I'm just gonna leave it for now and come back to it maybe another time. But this lighting is a little bit atrocious. Like, you can't really see much of anything when I stand like over here, for instance, because the lighting is just like blocking everything out. It's blinding. So considering it's 2 in the morning here for me, I might just time travel to my current time right now and see what it looks like at night, because there are lights in these wide display stands, so it might look really pretty and give us a better idea of what it's going to look like. But before I do that, I'm actually going to come up here, and I was going to put one of these tiny library items. Oh, hey Aurora. Oh, that's actually exactly where I needed to be. I was gonna put one of these tiny library items right here next to Aurora's house. I thought that would be a nice way to indicate that her house is sort of like the library without taking too much space up here, because as you can see, there's not really a ton of space to walk around. I do feel bad. Aurora's house is up here, and if she spawns outside of her house, she literally cannot get down and walk around the rest of the island. It's the same with Molly's house. I have Molly on top of like a little cliff that the only access up there is a ladder. But I'm gonna go ahead and time travel to my current time, and we'll see how this looks like at night and see if we want to adjust anything. Okay, the moment of truth. Let's see how it looks like in the nighttime. Okay, it looks pretty moody. You can't see the colors of the books though. Also, this music's funky. Wait, hold on. Let me turn that up for you. I've never heard the 1 AM music in Animal Crossing. I fuck with that heavy. But yeah, I think I'll low-key leave it like this. It already looks significantly less like an Apple store than it did previously, but are there things that could be done to make it look a little better? Perhaps. I literally tried to just go through this door because I thought that it was a real building that I could enter. I don't know. I think I'm a little lost with this one. I feel like it's pretty bland, and there's definitely some stuff that could be added, but I don't know if I really know what else to add. So I'm gonna rely a little bit on you guys. If you have any ideas for what else I should add to this library, let me know. Let me just actually clean up some of the mess that's over here so that it looks a little bit nicer, because I just have a bunch of random crap lying around. Ooh, my food court build looks super sexy at night, actually. I'll link this video for you down below if you want to see, but I built this food court a couple weeks back. But yeah, let me actually just time travel back to a normal morning hours so that I can wrap up this video. Okay, I think it looks really pretty at 7 AM lighting. So I think I'm gonna wrap it up here and take a couple photos for the thumbnail. But thank you guys so much for watching today's video. This was a little bit of a shorter build, but I still had a lot of fun doing it. If you guys liked the video, make sure to like the video and consider subscribing if you want to see more content like this from me in the future. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next Friday with another video. Bye!